Well, hey everybody, it's Chamber Matt, and today I'm up at Annapolis Fitness. Normally I say down at Annapolis Fitness, but it's been about a year ago and they moved. And they moved just about in time for the pandemic to shut down. And so I'm here today with Christy and Sydney, owners of Annapolis Fitness. And I just wanted to stop by today and kind of touch bases with you to see how you guys have been doing. I mean, we're on day 694, I think, of this pandemic thing. At least, at least it seems like it. Seems like it, right? Yeah. So back in March, we got the big shutdown, the 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and the 2 weeks kind of grew into more and more and more. So how did Annapolis Fitness pivot during all of this in order to stay alive?
Well, the first time we had to shut down, what we did immediately, actually the weekend before, we had everything all planned out and we created a 30-day body weight program for our members to do at home, and then we flipped over to all live Zoom workouts. So they could work out with us live, so they still had a routine and a schedule and a commitment that they had to follow. So it wasn't just kind of all up to them. And one thing that was really important to us too during the first shutdown was that even though they were home alone by themselves working out, we still wanted to have the sense of community that the gym brings, which is just as important to people. I think that is just as important as the physical aspect. So that's kind of how we adapted. So that's why we transitioned to live workouts just virtually and tried to keep everybody connected from there.
Okay.
So yeah, we also lent out about 90% of our equipment, so they checked it out. They were able to have weights at home, because back then you couldn't get equipment online. It's sold out. Everyone was sold out.
Right.
So it gave them the opportunity to be able to do load-bearing workouts as well. So
Yeah.
Okay. So as we moved into phase 2, things opened back up again, and you guys were open with limited capacity, right?
Yep.
And that was well received by all of your members, and
very well. We came back very strong.
okay.
It was great, and we even transitioned our back room that had lockers in it, and we created more space, so we were able to have everybody further even than 6 feet apart, and everybody was very comfortable. We followed all the COVID protocols, taking temperatures, sanitizing the whole gym, and keeping the workouts where we didn't have to share as much equipment as before, but it was really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we did is we opened up at a limited capacity, but then we also continued our virtual training for our high-risk clients. So, because we had some people that were still uncomfortable coming back, so we continued that so people could still be working out at home, or if we were maxed out on space, then we would still be able to serve them.
Okay. So coming in was nice, because then they could get yelled at in person as opposed to.
And if they continued with the online workouts, they lost very minimal or regressed minimally. So they came back, and there were sometimes I was almost crying seeing how strong they still were.
Good.
And how it worked. It was pretty powerful.
Good. So we're cruising along, and then winter comes, and it appears as though I don't know. Gyms are hotbeds for COVID, I guess, right?
There's no numbers.
None of the statistics support that, and especially, in your guys' case, because I know one of the biggest challenges for all the businesses is consumer confidence. And as you mentioned, you guys are cleaning things all the time. And Jacqueline, can you kind of pan over here a little bit? And this is a huge facility. And you were running classes 10, 15 people at a time. How many square feet do you have here? 5,000 square feet. So there's plenty of room for all of your members to come in and work out.
Well, and we can modify. We can change whatever we want. We could have 5 people. We could have 10 people. We can add classes. We can, So there's ways to make it even safer. Follow the mandates.
So when we do open back up again, it's important that everybody knows that this is still a safe place to come and work out. Now with the new shutdown here in December, what's been the reaction for this go round?
I think this time people are, it hits harder a little bit because it's again. So we know what happened last time, and of course the numbers are higher now. So it's it's just harder this time for people. I think we feel heavier about it. And we still have great support. You know, we're all willing to do what we can to protect our community and protect each other. But at the same time, we also know from last time, and so it's just a little bit different experience.
It's a huge blow.
Yeah.
But our main priority is that we communicate to our members and people that just because there's a shutdown doesn't mean that life stopped. So we're still providing training, and our commitment to our health and our lifestyle doesn't stop just because we're closed. So that's why we're still doing Zoom workouts and just doing everything that we did last time. But I think it's harder for people to understand that like life still goes on. Just because you can't physically come to the gym doesn't mean that you have to give up your commitment to yourself.
Right.
It's about adapting, and a lot of the time as coaches, we are coaching our members how to continue, because yes, we're out of routine. Getting people into a fitness routine is hard enough, and then changing that routine, and then changing it often, and only having short blocks when we have one day to prepare, mentally even, and then we are doing this for now a month, but when are we going to find out if it's another month? I mean, how do you mentally prepare for it as well? Because this is a lifestyle change for people.
And I think that's one of the unseen issues with the lockdowns is the mental, the psychological effects, the mental health sides. It's like people are getting discouraged. And a lot of times when you get discouraged, it's really easy to sit at home and binge watch, something and not do the workouts that you guys have worked so hard to get everybody going.
I've been doing that before I came here.
I really wish they would binge watch our workouts.
There we go. So you can binge watch Annapolis Fitness workouts. So when and if the things change here, or I guess really just kind of going forward, what recommendations do you have for people as far as working out and continuing with their lives?
Continuing with the shutdown, or as things, did you say?
Yeah, both. I guess a little bit of both. I mean, right now for the next, let's just say for the next month, and for the next 6 weeks, next 2 months, 2021. I mean, is it time to make new resolutions coming into 2021? And what do you recommend?
Well, right now, I recommend, carving out that time, and just if fitness is something that you are committed to, stay committed to it and adapt. If you don't adapt, if none of us adapt right now, it's just not going to work for us. So adapting is really important, and continuing to move and doing things that help you improve for your lifestyle needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go, folks. Annapolis Fitness, still alive and well. You can find them on Zoom. How do they find that? Your Facebook page? Is that the easiest way to go through Facebook and connect with you guys?
Our website, definitely.
Our website.
Okay. Yes. What's the website address?
Annapolis-fitness.com.
Yeah.
Annapolis.fitness?
Annapolis-fitness.com.
Check them out. Put them on your New Year's resolution list. I know people that have come here and they work you hard, but the results are good. So thanks everybody. I encourage you to shop local, to love local, and do as much as you can here in Port Orchard as time goes by. Thanks.